Casinos are designed so that you never see a clock, never see a window, and never feel what time it is. That's not an accident. That's strategy. In some casinos, the air is even pumped full of extra oxygen to keep you awake longer, and the carpets are designed with complex patterns to keep your brain stimulated without you realizing it. Everything you see, hear, smell, and touch inside a casino has been carefully engineered for one reason: to keep you inside. Because the longer you stay, the more money you lose. To understand how casinos became masters of psychology, you have to go back to the early days of Las Vegas in the 1940s and 1950s. Las Vegas was a desert town trying to become a tourist destination, and casinos quickly realized something very important. Gambling wasn't just about games. It was about behavior. The real business wasn't cards or slot machines. The real business was time. The longer someone stayed inside the building, the more likely they were to spend money. So the question became simple. How do you make people lose track of time? The first major breakthrough came from a man named Bill Friedman. In the 1970s, Friedman was a casino manager and later became one of the most important casino design experts in history. He wrote a book called Designing Casinos to Dominate the Competition in 1975, and in it, he explained how casinos should be built like mazes. Low ceilings. Narrow walkways. Slot machines placed in tight rows. No straight paths to exits. You weren't supposed to walk through a casino. You were supposed to get lost in it. And it worked. But then in the 1990s, another designer named Roger Thomas completely changed casino design again. And this is where things get really interesting. Thomas realized that people didn't actually like feeling trapped. They liked feeling comfortable. So instead of maze-like casinos, he designed casinos that felt like luxury resorts. Open spaces. Beautiful lighting. Comfortable carpets. Expensive-looking interiors. You didn't feel trapped anymore. You felt relaxed. Like you were on vacation. Which meant you stayed longer. Think about that for a second. Early casinos tried to trap you. Modern casinos try to make you comfortable. Two completely different strategies. Same result. But the real psychology is in the games themselves. Slot machines, for example, are one of the most profitable machines in the world. And they are designed using something called a variable reward schedule. This concept was discovered by psychologist B.F. Skinner in the 1950s. He found that if you reward someone randomly instead of consistently, they become more addicted to the behavior. Not less. More. It's the same reason people scroll social media for hours. You don't get rewarded every time. But sometimes you do. And that, sometimes, is enough to keep you going. Slot machines use the exact same principle. When you pull a slot machine lever, you usually lose. But sometimes you win a small amount. And sometimes the machine makes it look like you almost won. Two matching symbols and the third just barely misses. That's not random. That's programmed. It's called a near miss, and studies have shown that near misses actually make people want to keep playing more than small wins do. Your brain treats a near miss like progress. Even though you lost. Wait, really? Losing makes you want to keep playing more than winning does. And then there's the chips. Casinos don't want you gambling with cash. They want you gambling with chips. Because chips don't feel like money. Studies have shown that people spend more when using chips or cards instead of cash because it doesn't feel real. You're not handing over $100. You're handing over a small plastic disc. Your brain doesn't react the same way. And casinos know this. They also give out free drinks. Not because they're generous. Because alcohol lowers risk perception and decision-making ability. In simple terms, you make worse decisions after a few drinks. And the casino is very happy to provide those drinks for free if it means you stay longer and gamble more. But here's the part most people don't realize. Casinos don't actually make most of their money from high rollers. They make most of their money from average people who gamble a little bit longer than they plan to. The entire business model is built around small losses over long periods of time, from millions of people. Not huge losses from a few people. Time. Not luck. That's the business model. And then there's one more trick. The layout. In many casinos, you'll notice that the slot machines are placed near the entrances and along the main walkways. That's not random. Slot machines are called the workhorses of the casino because they generate a huge percentage of the revenue. So casinos put them where people walk by, so you hear the sounds, see the flashing lights, and watch people win. It creates the feeling that winning is happening all around you. Even if it's not. The turning point in casino psychology came when casinos stopped thinking of themselves as gambling halls and started thinking of themselves as entertainment environments. Hotels, restaurants, shows, shopping, music, lights, drinks. The goal was no longer just to get you to gamble. The goal was to get you to stay. Because if you stay long enough, the math takes over. And the math always wins. This matters because casinos are one of the most perfectly engineered environments in the world. Every detail is intentional. The lighting is designed to feel like late afternoon so you don't feel tired. The carpets use colors that hide stains and create visual energy. The machines make sounds even when other people win so the room always feels exciting. Even the walkways are designed to slow you down slightly so you spend more time near machines. Nothing is random. In 2013, a journalist named Natasha Dow-Scull wrote a book called Addiction by Design, where she studied how slot machines and casino environments are built specifically to keep people playing as long as possible. One gambler she interviewed described entering what he called the zone, where hours would pass and it felt like minutes. That's not an accident. That's the environment doing exactly what it was designed to do. Because a casino is not a place where you go to win money. It's a place designed to separate you from your money in the most comfortable way possible. And the craziest part is, most people know this. They know the odds are against them. They know the house always wins. And they still go. Because casinos aren't really selling the idea of winning. They're selling the feeling of maybe winning. And that feeling is one of the most powerful psychological hooks in the world. So the next time you walk into a casino and suddenly realize you have no idea what time it is, no idea where the exit is, and somehow you've been there for 3 hours longer than you planned, just remember, you're not unlucky. You're in one of the most carefully designed psychological environments ever created. And the longer you stay, the more it works. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, subscribe to Forgotten Law Company. We upload new stories every week, and trust me, it only gets stranger from here.